We are pushing the limits of what is possible in terms of infrastructure and engineering. This is evident from the tallest buildings in Dubai to the longest sea bridge in the world. But have you ever seen the world's tallest bridge? This is not just tall. It is taller than the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, and even the Great Wall of China. The Baipanjiang Bridge is one of the marvels of modern engineering that can make you feel dizzy just by looking at it. It is also known as the Bridge of Gods or the Cloud Bridge due to its extreme height. At 565 meters, this bridge stands like a giant above the clouds. This breathtaking structure stretches over the Baipan River in China and connects the cities of Liuzhou and Hechi. The idea behind building such a high bridge was to reduce the travel time between these two cities. For the construction of this bridge, travelers had to take a detour of around 120 kilometers. However, with the opening of the bridge in 2018, people can now cross the river in just 10 minutes. It took 5 years to complete this mega project, which cost around $1.4 billion. The Baipanjiang Bridge is the tallest structure in the Guinness World Records, since it surpasses all other bridges in terms of height. In this video, we are going to talk about the construction of the tallest bridge in the world. So without any further ado, let's get started. Step No. 1. Inspecting the site before starting the construction work, the engineers thoroughly inspected the site. They considered various factors such as the strong seismic activity in the region, the depth of the river, and the monsoons that hit the area every year. These aspects were crucial for designing a bridge that could withstand earthquakes and heavy rainfall. The engineers used advanced technologies such as drones, scanners, and 3D modeling to inspect the site. This allowed them to gather detailed information about the environment and plan accordingly. For example, they found out that the riverbed had many pebbles and rocks, which would affect the piling work. The team also noticed that there were 1,300 seismic activities recorded in the nearby areas in the past 100 years. Furthermore, they discovered that the river had a depth of 200 meters, which presented another challenge for the construction. The bridge had to be built in such a way that it could resist strong earthquakes and floods. The inspection process was crucial for ensuring that the bridge would be safe and durable. By considering all of these factors, the engineers were able to develop a plan for building a bridge that would stand the test of time. Step No. 2. Designing the bridge. The design of the Baipanjiang Bridge is truly remarkable, and it took 3 years for the experts to come up with the most stable and earthquake-resistant design. There were many challenges to overcome, such as the need for the bridge to be both stable and aesthetically pleasing. The engineers finally decided on a cable-stayed design that featured a main span of 1092 feet and a deck that was suspended from a single tower. This design allowed for a clear and unobstructed view of the river below, while also providing a stable and durable structure. Moreover, the designers made sure to incorporate the latest technologies into the bridge's design. They used advanced software to simulate the bridge's behavior under various conditions, such as wind and earthquakes. This allowed them to fine-tune the design and ensure that the bridge would be able to withstand even the most extreme weather conditions. Overall, the design of the Baipanjiang Bridge is a testament to the skill and expertise of the engineers who worked on the project. Despite the numerous challenges, they were able to create a bridge that is not only functional, but also visually stunning. Their hard work and dedication resulted in a structure that has become an iconic landmark and a marvel of modern engineering. Step No. 3. Building the foundation. Building a bridge as tall as the Baipanjiang Bridge requires a solid foundation. In fact, the entire project's success depends on how well the foundation is built. This is because the bridge will experience immense pressure due to its height and weight. Any weakness in the foundation could lead to catastrophic consequences. Therefore, the engineers and construction workers took great care while building the foundation of the bridge. They used advanced techniques and equipment to ensure it was strong enough to support the weight of the bridge and withstand earthquakes. One of the biggest challenges they faced was the depth of the river. The Baipanjiang River is very deep, and the construction workers had to drill deep into the ground to reach a stable surface. They used special drilling machines and equipment to create holes for the foundation. Once the holes were created, the construction workers poured concrete into them to create the foundation. The concrete was mixed in a special way to make it stronger and more resistant to earthquakes. After the concrete had hardened, the construction workers installed steel reinforcement bars to add more strength to the foundation. They also used advanced equipment to check the stability of the foundation and make any necessary adjustments. Building the foundation of the Baipanjiang Bridge was a challenging task, but the engineers and construction workers were up to the task. They used their expertise and experience to create a solid foundation that could support the weight of the bridge and withstand earthquakes. Step No. For assembling the bridge, assembling such a tall bridge is no easy feat, and it requires precision, skill, and a lot of patience. The process of assembling the Baipanjiang Bridge began with the construction of the tower. The tower is the main support structure of the bridge, and it is crucial that it is built sturdily and correctly. Once the tower was in place, the next step was to install the cables. Cables are the lifeline of a cable-stayed bridge, and they are responsible for holding up the deck of the bridge. The cables are attached to the tower and the anchorages on either side of the river. After the cables were installed, the deck of the bridge was assembled. The deck is the part of the bridge that vehicles and pedestrians use to cross the river. It is important that the deck is lightweight, yet sturdy enough to withstand heavy traffic. To assemble the deck, prefabricated segments were used. These segments were transported to the bridge site and then lifted into place using cranes. Once the deck segments were in place, the workers focused on installing the road surface, sidewalks, and railings. This part of the assembly process requires a lot of attention to detail to ensure that everything is level and safe for use. Overall, assembling the Baipanjiang Bridge was a complex and challenging process. However, with the expertise of the engineers and the hard work of the construction workers, it was done efficiently and safely. Today, the bridge stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the power of hard work and dedication. Step No. 5. Quality control and testing after the completion of the bridge. Several tests were carried out to ensure that it met the required standards. One of the crucial tests was the load test, which involved placing heavy weights on the bridge to simulate the load caused by heavy vehicles and foot traffic. Another important test was the vibration test, which helped determine the bridge's ability to withstand vibrations caused by wind and traffic. These tests were conducted using sophisticated equipment such as strain gauges and accelerometers. Additionally, visual inspections were carried out to check for any defects or issues with the bridge's structure. This included inspecting the cables, deck, and tower for any signs of wear or damage. All of these tests and inspections were carried out to ensure that the bridge was safe for use and could withstand the heavy loads it was designed to carry. The construction company was responsible for conducting these tests and inspections, and they had to adhere to strict quality control measures. If any issues were found during the testing phase, the construction company had to rectify them before the bridge could be opened to the public. Overall, the quality control and testing phase was an essential part of the Baipanjiang Bridge project. It ensured that the bridge was safe, durable, and reliable, which is crucial for a structure of this size and height. The thorough testing and inspection process gave the engineers and project managers the confidence that the bridge could withstand the heavy loads and environmental conditions it would face throughout its lifespan. Now let's take a look at some of the amazing features of this bridge. The first feature that stands out is its height. At 565 meters, the Baipanjiang Bridge is the tallest bridge in the world. It towers over the surrounding landscape, providing a breathtaking view of the area. The bridge's height was one of the main challenges that the engineering team had to overcome during its construction. But it is also what makes the bridge so impressive. The main span of the bridge is 1092 feet long, which is another record-breaking feat. This means that the bridge has a clear and unobstructed view of the river below, making it a popular spot for photographers and nature lovers alike. The deck of the bridge is supported by a single tower in the middle of the river. This design choice was not only the most efficient way to build the bridge, but it also creates a unique and eye-catching look. The tower itself is a work of art, with its sleek design and graceful curves. Overall, the Baipanjiang Bridge is a true marvel of modern engineering. Its height, length, and unique design make it a must-see attraction for anyone who loves great feats of engineering and beautiful scenery. And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Please don't forget to leave us a comment down below and tell us what you think. We always appreciate your feedback. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.